Because our discussion is grounded in the digital age, a world of rapid technological innovation and big data, it's important to understand how technology has pushed modern definitions of privacy. Let's go back to 1890, where recent inventions call attention to the next step which must be taken for the protection of the person and for securing to the individual the right to be let alone. This first iteration of modern privacy defined privacy as a right to be let alone, all because of the Kodak, a handheld camera's ability to take images without the subject's permission and publish them in the social media of the day, literally the social pages of the newspaper. Skip forward a few years. Progress has never been a bargain. You have to pay for it. Sometimes I think there's a man who sits behind the counter and says, "All right, you can have a telephone, but you lose privacy and the charm of distance." This is a quote from the film Inherit the Wind. Now imagine your world without smartphones and go back 100 years and phones are brand new. Back then, the ability to have space for self reflection and be let alone was interfered with by this new invention. That phone could ring and interrupt you at any time, day or night. There was, of course, no way of knowing whether you were being watched at any given moment, how often or on what system. They could plug in your wire wherever they wanted. George Orwell, 1984. Here he's describing a modern panopticon, where pervasive technology allows the government to monitor its citizens, and there's a resulting loss of privacy and a life of fear and conformity. Skip ahead to 1967. Privacy is the right of individuals to control, edit, manage, and delete information about themselves, and to decide when and to what extent information is communicated to others. The rise of mainframe computing and large government and private sector databases caused a shift in privacy's definition, one from being let alone to one where individuals have some semblance of control. This right to be let alone was evaporating as the government and companies collected data about you, often in secret, and a focus on being able to control, edit, or even delete your data was articulated in order to protect privacy. 1977. The real danger is the gradual erosion of individual liberties through automation, integration, and interconnection of many small separate record-keeping systems, each of which alone may seem innocuous, even benevolent, and wholly justifiable. The U.S. Privacy Study Commission. 40 years ago, the notion of interconnected systems, automatically collecting and connecting data, was seen as a threat to individual liberties. This foreshadowed some of the privacy challenges in the big data digital age we're facing today. 1985. Computerization is robbing individuals of the ability to monitor and control the ways information about them is used. The foundation is being laid for a society in which computers infer individuals' lifestyles, habits, whereabouts, associations. Uncertainty about whether data will remain secure against abuse by those maintaining or tapping it can have a chilling effect, causing people to alter their observable activities. Again, foretelling the big data age, concerns that the rise of personal computing would lead to a society where computers would know all about our lives, our whereabouts, our associations. The end result is similar to Orwell's view on the loss of privacy, leading to a world of fear and conformity. 1999. You have zero privacy anyway. Get over it. The rise of the internet quickly saw skeptics declare the death of privacy. 2009. If you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. As Google became ascendant as a search tool and as a digital age conglomerate, its then CEO seemed to think that we shouldn't engage in activities others may find questionable. This is reminiscent of Solzhenitsyn's quote about everyone is guilty of something or has something to conceal. 2010. People have gotten really comfortable not only sharing more information in different kinds, but more openly and with more people. Social media's popularity led some leading social media leaders to consider that sharing is the human norm, not privacy. 2013. Secrets are lies, sharing is caring, privacy is theft. In the novel The Circle, a fictional internet company leads the protagonist to a place where she believes not revealing herself is harmful to society. 2017. We've lost control of our personal data. Companies, governments are also increasingly watching our every move online and passing extreme laws that trample on our rights to privacy, watching everyone all the time. It creates a chilling effect on free speech. And in the big data age, computer scientists, including one of the founders of the internet, are even more pessimistic about whether we can control how our data is collected, used, and shared, and what that might mean for individual liberties like freedom of speech and freedom of association. So, as we can see, technology has consistently and constantly pushed privacy's boundaries and defined it and redefined it and evolved it over time.